I'm just being facetious, but they are losing. So we'll go ahead and get started. I want to just recap a couple things that we saw from a 36,000-foot view off of Saturday. Some of the players that I think are really emerging offensively. Trayton Welch is doing some dynamic things. He's got really excellent ability to come up and make catches when they're contested. Isaiah Nair is also, I think, continuing to improve. Valade ran well, so did Trey. But I think Titus Sween did some things up with the running game that we're really pleased with. Right now, we're inconsistent at quarterback. It was not one of our better days all the way through. And so we're going to need to take a hard look and focus to get those guys playing better. Over on the defensive side of the ball, a couple guys, Devon Harris, that really had a good day at the defensive end position. You know, we have some entrenched starters, but he's making his presence known out there. Caleb Robinson's doing some good things at the defensive tackle position. I think we're really having three solid linebackers. So we're looking for a fourth, but those guys are really, really coming on, and we feel good about that. And then the other portion of our game, the corners, I think are really having an excellent spring as well. We'll continue to work on the kicking game. That's going to be important. We'll have some live kickoffs this Saturday. We did a couple live punts, and we had one punt blocked, which I was really encouraged about. Isaiah Nair did a great job on the block, and so that's going to be important. So that's kind of a recap of the scrimmage. We really didn't have anybody that was hurt with any significant injury. We had about 94 plays, so a pretty long scrimmage. So we're pleased that we're able to get a lot of good work in. I think some of our younger players were able to get a lot of repetition. Of course, they've got some work to do as well. So at this time, I'm going to go ahead and open up to any questions anybody has. Michael, you're up first.
Craig, you mentioned the quarterbacks, and obviously we talked about them with Tim Polasek last week. Do you see this as an open competition? Is this Sean's job? I mean, how do you kind of see that spot right now?
Well, I think it's always important, first of all, to develop depth, and we'll establish a starter when we come out of the spring. Levi did some good things last fall. Sean, of course, did some good things the previous fall. Right now, when we run out there in the first group, we've been going out there with Sean, but, Levi's getting just as many reps as what Sean is. We've been able to double reps. So good competition. Some days one guy has a little bit of the edge over the other, but, we'll reserve some judgment before we make a decision. Tim and I will sit down and look at the whole body of work, and we'll name a starter after the spring game. Davis, you're up.
So, Craig, what specific areas do they need to be better in and more consistent in?
Last Saturday, just their accuracy in throwing. The decision-making was not bad, but the accuracy as far as where they needed to be. Now, today, they really had a great day. Now, we did some live work, but I was pleased how they responded, both, Sean and Levi. But Saturday, our accuracy at times was not where it needed to be. And if we're going to get that completion percentage up, we need to make sure we're throwing a little bit better balls. I had conversations with both of them, talking about the importance to improve. That's why we practice, and I was pleased with how today went. Yes, Cody.
Craig, couple for you on Ralph Fawaz, the new punter. How's he progressing through the spring? And will he be the punter and kickoff guy? And does he have any competition at the punter spot right now currently?
Well, no, doesn't have any competition right now. He punted the ball well Saturday. Actually, he punts better in the scrimmage and during live stuff than what he does in pre-practice. He missed today. He had the stomach flu. From what I understand, that's what it was. But he's been doing well, and right now he's slated as our number one punter. Okay, no more questions.
Will he also be doing kickoffs, Craig?
We have not. I don't believe so, but we'll take a look. Many times that's a good double. The punter, surprisingly, a lot of times does a good job with kickoffs, but we'll take a look at where we're at. But I would probably say that would be doubtful right now. Davis.
Craig, you know what you got in Aiden and Isaiah. I mean, they've been mentioned a lot, but are you seeing any of these younger guys that are going to have to provide some depth at receiver? Have you seen any good things out of them this spring?
For me to start throwing out some names, I probably would forget somebody besides those two that you just mentioned, so I'll hold off on that. Yes, Mike.
Just a quick housekeeping question. Is Nate Wyman with the team any longer?
No, Nate decided to go ahead and just finish out his degree and hang up football. Anything else out there? Yes, Davis.
Craig, Colin O'Brien was a junior college guy that you guys brought in at tight end last year.
Yep.
You said he had to sort of catch up with the offense. Where is he in this pecking order at tight end? Could he be a factor for you guys this year?
We certainly think he can be a factor. He's a tall, angular guy that's got good movement. He's going to need to get a little bit stronger. He's having his presence shown during the course of spring. He's not arrived yet, but he certainly has the potential. So we're going to keep on, feeding him with the fire hose.